Happy Sunday,
Hello,
and it's Tequila Night.
tequila.
So,
Woo-hoo.
also, happy Memorial Day weekend
Yes,
as we um, remember the.
Memorial Days. We remember those who have. The memorial is the one where they've lost their lives
Mhm.
serving our country.
Yes,
So, as we remember those who have gone before us, especially those who are fighting for our freedom and have given their last breath for it, we of course remember all of those.
yes. One moment, please. So, anyways, we're going to take a few minutes before we get into this. Um, we had a couple tequilas that we wanted to just kind of showcase so we can open up and see how it is. um, we did pick up La Mafia Tequila.
Yeah.
It's it is La Mafia is a
Tahana
Tejano
group.
group, and
We grew up listening to um, Tejano music, and La Mafia was one of our mother's probably
yes,
one of their favorites, especially known for their Un Millón de Rosas song. And it's a one that I remember growing up listening to and singing. So when La Mafia came out with their tequila, it was a no brainer for us that we had to pick it up and
yes,
try it. And it's a beautiful rose color, actually. It's not the bottle, it's actually the tequila.
right. And let's see. So two of the members of La Mafia, let's see, Armando Littenberger Jr., which doesn't really sound um, Hispanic or Mexican, which I never really knew who the band members are. I always just listen to the music.
I know Oscar de la Rosa, that's all I know.
Yes, Oscar de la
The
Rosa.
main singer.
So
Millón de Rosas.
un millón de rosas, meaning 1 million roses, because it kind of played on his last name, um, Rosa, and um, so, anyways, let's see. I think it was a few years ago that they decided to do a tequila, and they partner up with somebody in Mexico, and it was first released in Mexico, bringing heritage to um, having it done Mexico, and because of their trips coming from Mexico to Houston, and then it went out in Houston afterwards. So it is a blanco tequila. It's a blanco tequila, and then they cast barreled it in what was it, red wine barrels to give it a pink tint. I don't know if you can see that. The bottle's kind of shiny also, but
Mhm.
it is a pink tint.
Very light pink, yes.
So, and it's a very pretty bottle.
Hmm.
Um, it it's about $35. We got it here. We actually picked it up in Victoria, Texas, but so and so they had some signings about 4 or 5 months ago when they released it in specs in Houston, and so it just seemed like one of those tequilas that we just want to get because it kind of um, reminded us of our past when we were younger.
Yeah.
It reminded us of past when we were younger and growing up and listening to the Hana music with our parents and at the quinceaneras and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to open that up in a minute. We also picked up this, which is um, we went to a grand opening of a liquor store, and right in front they had this brand outside. This is uh, Dos Cuernos tequila. We picked up the anejo, and there's like three guys that's in here in Austin. I think they're really based in Pflugerville, Texas,
Yes.
and And so they came up with this tequila from in Mexico. Um, there's not too much information on it. It is from NOM 1522. If you're in tequila, you kind of know what NOM is. It's pretty much NOM is like
So
like the
you,
warehouse kind of factory that they distill their tequilas in. And then we also have, which is an extra bottle that I had totally forgot that we would do this tonight. And since we were kind of going into La Mafia tequila because it's like a Tejano
celebrity
celebrity
tequila.
tequila, and I'll let you talk about this one that I just realized that she brought it out.
Oh, I just wanted to taste it. I mean, I just wanted some of it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's our Jenny Rivera tequila, and this one we got was the Anejo, and of course Jenny Rivera was also a Mexican artist, singer, who passed away in a plane crash, and so we're able to get this and try it with some of our friends that really love Jenny Rivera. And I was surprised how much I actually do really like this tequila. Unfortunately, they're no longer producing it or making any of it. So if you do find yourself in a store and they have Jenny Rivera tequila, whether it's the Blanco Reposado is really good. We tried that one also, and the Anejo. Um, for me, I would just pick one up because I mean it's a great sipper. I really enjoy it as well. And like I said, they're not going to have any more after that. So
Not only that, Jenny Rivera, she passed away when about when did she pass away?
I don't
You
even
remember?
remember. No.
Well, she passed away, and this tequila had been out there for her for a while,
Hmm.
and I believe,
Well, her and her family were the
yeah,
ones that came up with making the tequila.
and so it the family after so many years that it's been out, the family stopped producing her version of or this tequila from which nom was this one from? It is well, this one says 100% agave, but nom 1173, and I think it was 2024 that they decided to stop producing any more bottles. So yeah, once they're gone, they're gone. We had picked up a Resposado. We gave it to one of Veronica's friends or our
Our
friend,
friends, yeah.
and we had a tequila tasting back in January. So they were out of Resposado, and so we picked up an Anejo. Another fun fact with Anejo, which that will portray on this one too. Um, Anejos are since they're barreled in barrels a little bit longer, they're more have like that uh, darker, deeper notes that pretty much depends on how it is. You can pair it with a cigar. Now, Jenny, if you ever look up Jenny Rivera and see some of her posters and all that, she's there smoking a cigar.
Yes.
And even on the bottle, you can't really see it. There's reflection on there because it's kind of hard to just kind of see through the glass. All the way on the back sticker on here actually has her smoking a cigar. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the La Mafia, since it's a Blanco, and try this out. It's actually the only one that we haven't actually tasted a taste before. We tasted this about the Dos Cuernos about what was it, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago,
About
maybe.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago. And the Anejo, of course, we've had it open for a little bit, and so we're going to go ahead and pop this open.
All right.
So I hope everyone's Memorial Day weekend has been safe and good with your families, or um, remembering those if you had anyone in the service line. So let's this actually popped. You want to pop that? I'll let you pop that.
Wait. No, you just don't. No, I
Yeah.
can't grab it.
So th- this bottle actually has a glass topper on it, and it's actually
It's a little different because
it
it's
actually
smooth.
yeah. So
Ooh.
oh, this is like the dream whiskey one.
Oh, it's all okay.
So it's all glass except for this little bit of silicone rubber top on here. So that's fancy. So with most tequilas, if you had a bad experience with the tequila, it could have been like a cheap tequila. I wouldn't say cheap tequila, just not a very good made tequila. You remember at parties or even at the bar or something, and you get tequilas in a little shot glass like this one. This one we got a bunch these from um, Trinidad, or it's the Trinidad cigar blend, and so we got little cups like this. It came with a little set with a cutting board so you can put limes and stuff. So this is really made for like tequila that you're going to shoot or kind of sip on. Depends on what type of tequila you have. So we've moved away from these cups unless we're having a party and we're having just really shooting tequila. But they are very pretty. And the Trinidad's actually a cigar company, and they are very good cigars.
Hmm.
Want to move those out of the way? So we have our tasting cup, and I think we'll do a copita. Well, this isn't more of a copita; it's more of a wine glass, but um, this is one we're going to use tonight. And well, I don't know how long we'll be on tonight, so we'll kind of push it up. Let's see how about this. It just goes back on like that.
Okay.
So this La Mafia one, Blanco Rosa, which is rose cast. It is 40% alcohol by volume, and it's 80 proof. So
Okay.
it's a 750 milliliter. So you want to share, or do you
No,
want
it
your
does
own?
have that. We can share. It does have the really pretty little pink. I know it's hard to tell on here, but
Oh, I think you can see right
a
there.
little bit rose
Yeah,
colored.
it's a
It's nice.
little pinkish.
Hmm.
Oh, it's the on the nose. It's very pleasant. You get like a sweet agave, little citrus, little uh lemony zest.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you do.
So I like Blanco. I like certain Blancos tequilas. Some can have too much ethanol, and some can have like a little too much pepper on the nose. This one's very
It's very pleasant. It's very
pleasant.
subtle. And as you do get that zestiness to it, you do have your agave. Mm. Mm.
So be sure and like and subscribe to our channel and to hit that notification button. Um, if you have you, what is your favorite type of tequila? If you do tequilas,
Mhm.
and put it in the comments. Hey Ben, how are you doing?
Hi, Ben. It's actually very pleasant. I'll let you take a sip of it. It's very smooth. You get that flavor, just flavorful, the agave, a little bit of that zestiness. It's a little sweet, not overwhelming the palate. Very nice. And not like on some tequilas you get that burn. This one's not like that at all. It's like at the very, very finish of it, you'll get a small hug, but that's about it. It's actually very pleasant, very sippable. I would definitely, this is a very sippable tequila.
I think so too. Um, it's not one that it's not. There's no like harshness,
Hmm.
no big pepper. There's not something that makes you like, oh, I need a lemon squeeze or wedge. It's very light for, and I think I get a little bit of the. Now I wish I knew what type of red wine barrels that they use,
Right. Because I
because
mean the color is so pretty. The little rosé color on here is really pretty, but I just like that hint of sweetness with the tequila.
hmm
It's like it's not harsh. It's that little bit of hint of just a sweetness, just enough. Doesn't overwhelm the other flavors of the agave. Of the this one has like that zestiness of the a little bit of a lime, orange zest. You know, the orange peel to it, but not. It blends really well.
yes.
It's not like one is overpowering of the other one. It just blends really well, and it just on the palate, it's just so nice.
So, like I said, I wish there was more information about the bottle. You know, where did what factory did they decide to go with um, making it? How did they? What type of meal did they use for the agave leaves? And what part of Mexico did they use? Um, I think it was Jalisco, Mexico, really. Let's see. Para Chula Paranda.
I want to say it was Jalisco when I saw your notes. See, Ben says I
Yeah,
don't tequila a lot, but Don Julio from Mexico is my favorite. Don Julio is a very popular brand of tequila for a lot of people.
yeah. And if you do bottom shelf Don Julio, those are probably usually the ones that you know gets you in trouble if you're taking shots.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
but we do have a Don Julio 1942, which there's a lot of it's a very pretty bottle.
hmm
It is it's a Nejo. It is very sweet. It has a lot of sugar sweetness to it, and there's cases where they're saying that there's additives added to it, given it maybe color or more sweetness to it. They're adding sugar because it's not may not be made well, and but it tastes good. We liked it and it tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
I know Holtz actually said smoking an Oliva V cigar with that was a good pairing. I would agree with that too. Um, let's see. So this one,
Okay, it is from Jalisco. Yeah,
Jalisco.
Jalisco. hmm A family from Jalisco helped him. That's how they were able to get it.
So
Okay.
for a Blanco, just reiterating what we said before, you do have the sweet agave. It has a little light pepper to it.
hmm
It's not like a smooth sweetness to it. Citrus notes, a little lemon zest. Um, I think maybe the red wine makes it a little. You feel a little dryness on the palate, on the tongue.
Mm,
Um, Nosing it, a lot of the agave, the sweetness, the citrus, lemon zest, also
on
on
the
nosing.
nose, yeah.
So and it's pink.
It's pink.
It's almost like a champagne.
Mm,
So going on around the glass, it there's a little syrup. I'm not sure if I'm going to call it syrupy, but it does hang on the glass. So there's a little coating on there.
yeah.
So that is the La Mafia one. I brought some cigars out so we can kind of look around and maybe spend some time and not hurry on this episode.
Would pair with it?
Yeah, what would we pair with that? Me, I would think more medium. Well,
Hmm.
medium with not so much like a Connecticut, maybe something that like a Maduro wrapper. Um,
Let's see. What do I have?
I think this Julius Caesar. From J.C. Newman. I believe this one. I know I've smoked this one before, and I believe that this, with the notes on the cigar, would pair well with this. You
Okay.
you have a couple of these, but you haven't smoked it
No,
yet.
I've not
So
smoked that one yet.
so
No. Looking through mine over here.
so I think something a little bit with the
Oh, you know what would go, I think? My McAuliffe Matafina.
yes,
That
that
one
one
would
would.
be, that one is one of mine. I like so much. Oh, it's kind
Yeah.
of hard with the glare.
So this is the
McAuliffe.
McAuliffe Metafino.
Hmm.
I believe those are kind of hard to find though.
Yeah, that's why I have them in here. Because I mean, because the other ones are like, they're more like a Connecticut. Or I mean, you could get your colors, your
I think the what is it? Ferment Fetish. This this bold red one. This one would go well with that one too.
with that one too.
Yes. So those are a couple picks. If let's see what else we got here. Well,
All right.
so anyways, let's move on to
Dos Cuernos.
Dos Cuernos. Let me get a drink of water. I hope everybody's having an enjoyable weekend. This is actually one of the first weekends we didn't really have anything planned. We usually go with family, or the big barbecue weekend or something, or we're always traveling abroad somewhere.
Yeah, we've been on the road a lot. Yeah.
But last night we actually hung out with Austin Bourbon Junkies at their bottle share.
Bottle share.
Last night I was DD,
Yes.
so
I had fun.
she had fun. So
It's always a great time with the guys
yeah, it is.
and women.
And if you haven't check them out. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
Awesome Bourbon Junkies.
It's a great group of people.
So this Dos Cuernos, when we were over at the liquor store, we were greeted by one of the guys that actually produced the tequila, and he's so we weren't actually it was uncommon, not uncommon, but what's the word I'm looking for? We weren't looking into purchasing a tequila that day.
No.
So we went and we tried it, and
We were surprised. It was really nice, and like he said, it is I guess sold here. It's a local. The guy's from Pflugerville. It's 3 guys, and they're from Pflugerville, which isn't too far from us. And so it's really nice to be able to meet the people and
support
our local. Yeah. And so but when we tried this one, we were a little blown away by the tequila from
Right. And it's kind of hard to see. Oh wait, that
you
shows
can
up
see
pretty well.
right there.
He signed it on the side here, so we got a signed bottle.
Yes.
So this is 100% of agave. It's an añejo product from Mexico. It is also 80 proof. And let's see.
Ooh, see, it says on here too.
That's Jalisco also.
It says
So
where habits become ritual. So it says Dos Cuernos Anejo is layered and deliberate. So it says chocolate, caramel, leather, and spice come forward, with the agave still holds its ground underneath.
nice. What we also didn't know some of these notes whenever we bought it. We just tried it, we liked it, and we're gonna retry it tonight because it's been a couple of weeks and we only had like a little sample cup, but we did like it.
Yes.
But it wasn't until we started seeing these notes afterwards that also said,
have it with a cigar or on its own. It does not need anything else.
So that sounds
there
nice.
We go.
So let's listen for the pop on this. Um, Also, it has a pretty nice presentation. I like the black and gold on here. It's more copper, I guess, more copper, and it has the topper. Oh, let's see.
It is a pretty bottle.
I don't know what that is. Almost GPT. Oh, I think it's the guy's initials, I believe.
Hmm.
Let me bring.
Don't know if it says it on there.
Let's see. Here we go. Ah, that was a little bit better pop.
Okay.
And that is a heavy cork. So that is copper here and synthetic rubber on the, and it's this rubber's even black on here too. That's pretty heavy.
Yes, it is. It is Angel Gallegos,
Gallegos,
G,
G,
Peter Trevino,
T,
and Sylvester Palacios.
and P, GPT.
GPT.
So their initials are on top of there, and that is pretty nice because it's kind of like symbolizing, who made it. So that's a little nice touch. And Dos Cuernos means two horns, if anybody was wondering.
It's a nice color.
It does. It actually, it's pretty light for an añejo. But then again, añejo just means a little bit longer than usual.
Right.
And because if you can see
Jenny's,
it's a little bit darker. But I think her añejo was depends what barrel. Oh, these were new oak barrels.
Okay.
And I think those are charred barrels.
Oh, okay.
Like double charred.
Gotcha.
So, actually, we're going to use these thistles from our Awesome Bourbon Junkies 1-year anniversary that they had.
Okay, this one you're going to get more of the agave up front, not really sweetness at all, unlike the Mafia that had a little bit more sweet to it.
But it's not like the Blanco one, which was more zestier, more floral. This one seems a little bit more. You do smell more the agave on there, but it's tamed down with being an añejo, and there's like a little sweetness, a little brown, like a light bourbon.
Cheers. Oh, that is such a difference, yeah.
So it's pretty smooth. It has a little bit brown sugar. It's not as light. It has I think a little graham cracker note to it. A light floral. I see a little leather in it, and it doesn't really have a bite or a pepper to it. It is on the finish and on the back of the palate. There's that little hug,
Yeah.
But 80 proof, it's not going to taste hot. So it is very sippable. So it's pour in a glass and just enjoy it, back patio or just with friends.
Right.
Also, with that not being high proof, also you're going to sip it with a cigar. You want to take your time with it.
And so Josephus says that he is digging the bracelets crispin. Are those wooden beads?
Actually, these are. So we went to the Basilica in San Juan a month or two ago.
I think about maybe 2 months.
About
no,
a month.
About
a month ago. Whenever Raul had his birthday.
Yes.
His birthday weekend.
Yeah, that's right. It's about almost a month.
April, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this one is for St. Carlos of the Cuties, which he's the first millennial saint. He he was what's
He was a teenager.
he was a teenager. He
Passed
actually that passed away. He was actually the one that did the social media for the Vatican, and
on the Eucharistic miracles. He went and researched and kind of put them in order and kind of like put more detail on them for younger people to go and research and learn more about them. And so when I was in Rome, I got to go and we went to Assisi, which is where his body was actually there in the church where we can go and view um, right before they were declaring him a saint. So it's a really interesting story. You guys could look it up if you were more interested in about it. Um, his mom actually wrote a book based on her, her life with him, and so it's just a incredible show of his faith and such a young saint.
and then this one's a Saint Benedict,
Yes.
and this one has it's more, I guess it's some kind of rock. There's marble, so it's a little bit heavier, not as much wood. So um, I didn't have a watch on, so I kind of been moving them over and trying something new. It's kind of cool. Now I want to get a few more, maybe a leather band. It's a little different. So thanks for asking. But yeah, so this one I probably go with more of like a medium, maybe not as much pepper.
Let's see what I have on here. I think I would do the.
So we're digging into our cigars, or at least some, so we can kind of look. Actually, on this one, I may pick a Deadwood for one.
One of the Deadwood girls?
Yeah.
Dominicana would be nice.
Probably Dominicana, yes. Or even the Habano, Amaretera Habano.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that would be great with that one.
I was thinking of the Riata from McAuliffe.
Yes.
It's a little bit lighter cigar, but it would pair well with that.
Yes, that would be great.
The Riata.
So that was really good. I do enjoy that. That one's a little bit pricier than the La Mafia. I think it's around 55 MSRP, 50 to 55, depends where you can find it. And like I said, this was pretty much a Texas owned brand.
Yes.
Out here in Pflugerville, or right outside just Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
So that was very nice.
It was very nice. It's very smooth. And I like that little hug at the end.
I get that. It's when I say citrus citrus zest, it's more of orangey, like a naranja barrel, or it's like an orange zest.
Yeah. So. Look at you using your Spanish words. So proud of you.
I know. I don't really speak Spanish.
That's pretty good. I like that one. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wash a little cup so we can use it for Jenny. For Jenny.
You are something else.
It's like, it's not tequila that I'm shooting back. It's just water.
I don't think either one of those are tequila you would take shots of.
No.
They're more of a sippable tequila.
Right. I mean, you can. But...
You can, but it wouldn't. You'd be missing. It's like when I do tequila shots, I want that rush. I want that. What is it called? That not so much the heat of the tequila that you get, but more that what is it called?
Like the surprise,
No, it's not like the funk. You know how sometimes you take something and you're like, oh wow, that was overpowering, it was overwhelming. It's just you want that experience of having that tequila that you have to use your lime and salt when you really don't need. Some of them you don't need it at all, but then you want that one where you've been drinking
mm,
and you want that hug to really hit you. It's like the harshness of it.
okay. So something that you're actually going to do, you need to use a lime and salt with it. You know, something that kind of reminds you when you first started,
Yeah, when you first started out and you didn't know any better,
right?
that's what you
So
could afford.
sometimes I feel like on tequila compared to if you're going from, you're not used to drinking tequilas or even like bourbon whiskey,
Okay.
um, especially especially a little. It's not really high proof or anything, or not. It doesn't have like the sugar sweetness, not infused, um, like Fireball and stuff. Even Fireballs, because it has that hot cinnamon, people are
Oh,
going to drink it fast or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Um, I sometimes I feel like certain tequilas are like eating hot wings.
Mm,
Do you do medium for the flavor? Do you do hot because you like the heatness, or is there a good hot wing that you eat that's hot but it has flavor to it?
gotcha.
And um, you build up to that tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
And because there's some, let's say there's some hot wings that I'll eat because I like the flavor and the heatness and all that. But if it just has heat to it, that's where I'm like, no, it has, stay away from it, and or you're going to eat it fast and just eating it for the food. That's like the lower budget or not well produced tequilas.
Mm.
That's the one where you shoot
Yeah,
and salt.
yeah.
I know I kind of started rambling on that. I totally forgot about that.
Oh yeah, you forgot the top, Brooke.
Maybe we won't. Will you get me those scissors over there?
Mm.
The one with the grippers. So the the top came off on there.
We
So
forgot we did that.
it's really glued on there. So, and it has a synthetic cork also, so it's not. There we go. Oh, there he goes.
Yay.
I'm mixing some. Thumb got stuck in a hole. So here's some Jenny. Jenny.
Oh, split that so block.
Sorry that was loud on the mic. Put that back in. So this one, pretty much on Jenny's, the whole I can't read when my glasses this close. The whole description on the back is all in Spanish. It's 100% agave, and that's from NOM's 1173. So 1173. This one's 1522. And La Mafia was NOM 1660. So, like I said, the NOM is like the different producers and distilleries in Mexico.
Here we go. Just a little bit about it.
Oh, for Jenny?
Yeah, the Jenny Anejo.
Mexico, made in remembrance of Jenny Rivera, amber color with notes of chocolate, hazelnut, vanilla, and wood. Strong agave flavor with dried fruit and vanilla. Deep, rich finish. Country is Mexico. Spirit, yeah, it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And of course, they're out of stock. So,
yeah.
like I said, they're no longer producing it or making it anymore. So if you see it on the shelf, I really enjoy this one, so I would say grab it.
So these two are, I would say, a celebrity whiskey or tequila
Hmm.
for one. So you're getting it for a commemoratory usage. Um, is the juice in there good? It's decent. It is it's not great. It's not one of those high powered, expensive that they put way into it. But I'm not gonna knock it. They're very sippable. They're very enjoyable. La Mafia actually surprised me. I actually um, like it with the citrus and all that,
Hmm.
and the little floral note that gives off. Um, and the presentation with the glass topper, that that's kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
And of course, I love Jenny's her bottle because on the back of the bottle has a picture of her sitting at her desk smoking her cigar.
yeah,
So that's something that's really cool that I like and I enjoy um, being able to look at. And you'll have the bottle afterwards. So
yes,
yeah, this one to me smells more like a tequila. It's got that heavy agave smell, but it also has like that charredness to it.
mm-hmm,
This has a charredness.
yes, and that's why I was like, it's a little bit darker.
Yes.
So that's one thing I was like, I wish there was more information. Um, when we were doing like the bourbons and whiskeys,
Hmm.
if they tell you, it was 4 months in or 4 years in a oak barrel, or um, even some tequila, or some of them were like different casks. It was 63 months in here, or añejos
Age longer.
age
So
8 months, or 12 months.
hmm
Some lighter ones, it can be aged, for 12 weeks, which was what, 3 months. So
yeah.
yeah, I get I get a woody note on
Hmm.
that, like a sweet cedar
Yes.
on it.
Hmm.
Uh, Kind of charcoal, or like a woody charcoal, like a burnt
Hmm.
wood in a
Hmm.
way. Um,
It's kind of like when you're out there barbecuing and you've got
yeah,
the wood in there and you're setting up your barbecue pit,
yeah, it's smoky,
the smokiness
so
of it.
it's like barbecue note. That's
Hmm.
a
Yeah.
barbecue note. Also, if you hadn't noticed, I was doing tequilas, and I was like, okay, something with this. But I'm wearing my Rojas hat, Rojas cigars,
Mm.
which Rojas cigar would go good with this, with their barbecue note ones.
Yeah, the pepper brings out a little bit more. I'm getting right now, surprisingly, because I didn't think I got that like the first time we were drinking it. But right now, I've got like an aftertaste of a jalapeno. Not the heat of the jalapeno,
But the flavor
the
of a jalapeno.
flavor of a jalapeno.
See, and that's another note, or I think where I was getting at, you know, if, if you ever had a jalapeno that had no heat on it, it just was like, it tasted like a bell pepper, but not sweet. And so it's like, I like jalapenos, but if you get that hot jalapeno, you're not really going to eat that one unless you enjoy it. It's like, oh, I want hot jalapeno.
Mm.
I'm just not going over more, but
But I think it's more of like you like your jalapeno cheese bombers and you put them on the grill and you kind of char them a little bit. It's kind of like that, but it's not like a heat, but it's that little charredness and then that jalapeno flavoring. And I don't care for jalapenos, so I was surprised I actually pick up on that
mm,
note in this tequila.
this one actually would make a great tequila old fashioned
Mm,
because of the smokiness, and you wouldn't even have to do a smoking.
smokiness on it.
Yeah,
It's very smooth. It has no real um, heat like to it. There's no
no pepper.
Yeah, there's no really not hot pepper to it.
It's 80 proof too, so it's
Hmm.
very sippable. Um, it's not a wow, that's great, but it's like I said, it's very sippable. You can I say it's some of these are made for the masses.
Hmm.
Um, and it's one that we would gift this.
Yes.
Here,
Yeah, it would be a
have a
gift.
tequila.
Yeah.
You can mix this one is easily. You can mix it as a mixed drink also.
Hmm.
Neat. I don't know if you do with tequila on ice. Never really heard
I
about
don't
that.
know about that.
I
I
mean,
haven't either.
tequila on ice is a margarita
That
or a
is true.
paloma.
That's true.
So,
Yeah. Um, I mean, I enjoy this one for just sipping. Want something different. Has a little bit of a interesting smokiness, charness to it. I really enjoy it. It's not something I would grab all the time. It's just kind of like a special occasion type of thing for me, especially because I probably won't be able to get it anymore after that finishes. So,
and I know our local liquor store that where we found it
mhm.
had two more.
I know, but you told me I can't go back and get it yet, so I have to wait.
So her GoFundMe is
Yes, yes. Please send me money so I can get another Jenny bottle because I really want one.
and this one was 45, around 45
Around
MSRP.
45, 55, yeah.
Yeah. So that's our tequilas.
It's our
That
tequilas
yeah,
tonight.
we're getting our tequilas going. Um, I think other ones that we have that we started with the Don Julio. We got the Clase Azul. Those two
Hmm.
are um in with the crowd tequilas.
Hmm.
Because that's one that they've boosted at clubs and stuff like that. The Clase Azul was a pretty bottle.
Yes.
I will share that uh, for those bottles being over $100.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
but
Well,
I'll share those with someone wants to try some of that.
mhm.
But I will also give them something I would think that they would should prefer better. Oh, what
More
was it?
reasonable
G4,
price. Oh
you
yeah,
know,
G4s. Yeah,
um,
the Ocho
yeah, Ultra, the Cascanas,
Cascanes. Okay.
and Cascana is still like about $100 bottle, but
Mm.
um, I think which one did I try? But we're also trying to get into some mezcals, and mezcals to us is it's like a scotch.
Mm.
You can get the peatiness, which is pretty much the smoked agave that they smoke it if it's heavier smoked. So um, so yeah, she likes a little bit more peated. I'm not there
On a
yet.
Scotch, yes, a little bit peated, not that one that was like way over peated.
Right.
I
So
cannot get into mezcal yet, though. I've tried and I just don't.
yeah, we haven't had enough samples.
So I said I have not yet.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many out there.
Hmm.
Um, just get and then find the right crowd that knows something about it to really kind of push you along.
Yeah.
Um,
But we've been having fun with the tequilas. I mean, we had that tequila tasting with my friends and down in Victoria, and that went really well. So,
yeah, I feel like by we're maybe another 6 7 months whenever we go back for our yearly thing, we have something different to fascinate them with.
true.
So
So, what cigar are you pairing with this one?
this one, I would want something that has more of a cocoa note to it.
Oh,
Um, Probably an Osaka, uh, set, Mexican San Andres Puro, which is one of my favorite.
right.
Has a cocoa note. It's still smooth. Um, Either maybe My Father Judge, which has a chocolate note in it too. Since it doesn't have such a citrus in there, I think it kind of just like would smooth it out into a flavor bomb.
Oh, gotcha. Hmm. Okay. I'm not sure what I would smoke with this though. I kind of just like the tequila on its own.
So I and sometimes it's like, since these are, not so complex tequilas, that they will be fine with any cigar too.
Mm,
Because you're going to enjoy these. If you're not enjoying these by themselves, if you're going to enjoy it with a group, or talking with someone, or
right.
go have company,
Hmm.
um, you're just going to be there talking away, having company, um, smoking your cigar, and then taking a sip. And pretty much that's what having something with is about, is having enjoying it with company.
True. That is true.
So, so
Hmm.
that's pretty good. So be sure and like and subscribe. Put a comment down what you think about tonight's episode. Um,
And if you're into tequilas or anything else, rum, we've got a few rums that we've been trying. Of course, bourbon and whiskey. We always love to get any ideas or suggestions on what we should try next. So just put a comment in and let us know. Hey, you should try this, or I really like this. And maybe we'll find one and see what's going on.
and like I keep on saying, it's like we have so many samples now that we've gathered.
Mm,
Um, just we need to make the content and
yeah.
bring out, but we'll have plenty of content now. Um, if you have any suggestions of a tequila that we should go look for, or haven't that you've had, maybe that you like paired with a cigar, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
So, well, we're almost to an hour.
Sounds
So,
good to me. We did good.
so I think that's going to be it for tonight.
Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. Like and subscribe, share so that other people can catch our channel, and hopefully we can get more subscribers in, get closer to that. What is the goal you want to get to now?
Uh, let's let's say 500. I
500?
mean, 300 would be cool.
Yeah.
Just 200. We're at 155 subscribers. Any sharing of our channel out there is pretty cool. Let's see. I think that's it. We're kind of just rambling on, just to seeing if anybody else pops in. We can just talk about more. But really, thank you. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.